A burst pipe? A dead water heater? The AC calling it quits? Who do you call? HomeServe is an easy way to handle unexpected home repairs with plans covering stuff basic homeowners insurance usually won't. Instead of scrambling for a contractor, you make one call to get the repair process started. Join the millions of customers who trust HomeServe right now. Go to homeserve.com/podcast for 50% less your first year. That's homeserve.com/podcast. Savings compared to renewal price. Void in Florida.
When I found out I was going to be a parent, I immediately felt a lot of anxiety and worry. So I went on to BetterHelp to try to look for a therapist to help me with that.
My relationship with my family and with my boyfriend and with myself were suffering. I really needed help.
I was ruminating a lot. Really getting those thoughts out to a therapist and getting feedback was just life-changing.
Discover what BetterHelp Online Therapy can do for you. Visit BetterHelp.com today.
This is Diane Franklin with Movie Meltdown.
What's up, and welcome to Movie Meltdown's Unsung Cinema. I'm Brian, and in this series, I welcome guests to discuss their involvement in the film and entertainment industry, and then we round out the episode talking about a movie that they enjoy that maybe, when it originally came out, didn't get the respect that it deserves. And on this episode, I have not one but two amazing guests. Syd Heller and Olivia DeLaurentis are, I'm going to say, Renaissance women. And by that, I don't just mean they love going to the Ren Fair, which, wait, now that I think about it, I think they actually do. But in addition to that, they can do it all. And they do on a regular basis. Writers, actors, producers, directors. Hell, I even heard them belt out some amazing songs on the show a few weeks back. They are content creators in the best sense of the phrase. And by that I mean a lot of people put videos out on social media. A lot. But here's the difference. When these two post a funny video, it's actually funny. And that is not the case with a lot of what is out there on the internet. But they have been creating these videos for years, and I have consistently been impressed by the original concepts that they come up with and the ridiculously funny performances that they deliver every time. And then they started putting together their own podcast, and I realized not only could they do all these things, but they could be completely charming in the process. Also kind of insane. But I mean that in the best possible way. Seriously, go watch their show and you'll see insanity at its finest. But all that aside, this episode we're going to ease our way in with a little of their journey that led them to Syd Olivia Talk Sh. That is the name of their show, in case you're unaware. And all that before an extensive and arguably blasphemous discussion of the movie Christian Mingle. Again, if you're familiar with these two, that movie choice will not be a surprise to you. And if you're not familiar with the movie or our guests, well, buckle up because we're about to get into it. We are coming in now. You can hear the wonderful music by Andrea Davidson playing. So will one or both of you please tell our illustrious producer to cut the music?
Cut the music!
Thank you. Now it's a party. All right. So, we are joined today by Syd and Olivia, which I'm sure you're familiar with. But if not, I was going to go back and do at least a little bit. Okay, it's going to go way back. I've known about you for a very long time. I don't know that you want to hear the story. It is adorable. It's adorable and really ridiculous.
Okay, well, yeah, obviously.
That's way better than like scary and uncomfortable.
No, it's ridiculous. So I heard about you from your mom. Wouldn't it be sad if it was Gail? Would it be really weird if it was Gail?
It would be weird. I'd be like, I don't understand how you met this woman, but absolutely.
And I only know that because you brought up her name on the last episode. So.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Otherwise, I actually didn't know your mom's name to not get into creepy.
You wouldn't know.
But no, this was many years ago. I've been doing this a long, ridiculous amount of time, and I was at a convention, and if you don't know, her mother is Diane Franklin. And I'm telling her how the last American Virgin ruined my life.
Right.
And it's traumatizing. Amazing, but traumatizing. And,
that seems to be how it went for everyone.
Yeah, I seriously, I don't know, jumping ahead to relationships, I don't know how anyone can have a relationship after watching The Last American Virgin. But
right, that's fair.
It prepares you for life and how everything's going to go. But yeah, I'm just... talking to her, and by the end it's like, hey, what are you doing with your life now? And she launched into this pitch of her daughter.
That's very nice.
The amazing, I checked back on it. I was like, what exactly did she say? You won an award when you were 12.
Jeez, she went that far. Okay, yeah, yeah.
That's what I said. I was like, you'll probably be like, Mom, God.
She's adorable and wonderful.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
But I thought that was funny that's how far back that went. She was
hilarious.
pitching your movies that far back. Award-winning films is what I was told.
So cute. I love that.
But it did stick even at that point. So I do remember like going back shortly thereafter and finding the very early version of YouTube videos that you were putting out. Yeah. And then I was also like, and who's the Syd one? Wait a minute. You're both amazing. So I was very impressed with even the early videos. And as they've gone on, you guys just continue to get more impressive in the comedy itself. And then now
thank you so much. That's so nice of you.
You've rolled over into a whole new format. So I guess that's kind of the easing our way into just you guys is what led you to doing the skits more or less, and then how it's kind of become the show that you now have as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, we met in high school and we both went to college together and we did improv together. So we decided to make sketches and, kind of just like started making sketches. Our friends kind of were like, what is this? This is strange.
That seems about right. Yeah.
Yeah, we kept going because we were like, I don't know. And then that kind of just led to making like some web series stuff and some short stuff. And we have a podcast.
Yeah, we started doing sketches on TikTok because when TikTok became like a thing during the pandemic, we were like, well, we could probably like make a sketch that's under 1 minute by talking really fast and like truncating it. And then we started.
I can't imagine you guys doing that.
Yeah, I know, right? We started doing that more and more. And then, and then people were like, I would listen to a podcast and neither of us know anything about podcasting, or at the time we didn't know anything. And then, so we have gone through a couple different iterations of the podcast, but we try to just like use it as a jumping board for like improv games and like really insane shit. Oh, can we curse in this? I should have asked that.
I mean, I know who I'm talking to. So yes, feel free.
But don't go ham.
Oh, you can go all in. You can just lay into it.
Okay.
I assume you will make up new curse words before we're done, but
yeah, why not? Yeah, absolutely.
I welcome such things, so it's fine. But no, I guess going in what like that early on, did you have like even just the videos? Did you have a goal? I'm using air quotes there, as far as like career-wise, or was it just this is fun, let's try this?
No, we've both always wanted to work in TV specifically. I loved making movies when I was in high school. We both made short films and, did theater. Syd did a lot of musical theater and we both did a bunch of improv. And so I think, we always had like comedy TV icons, like, Tina Fey and like the guys from It's Always Sunny and just like, Larry David and a bunch of different people that we were like, oh, it'd be so cool to eventually do something in this direction. And so, we've been doing kind of like TV development stuff as well, and like random things that who knows, but yeah, it's what's been fun too is like seeing how YouTube has kind of been reformatting itself as a place that people can kind of make their own TV kind of a thing, and definitely. that's like a cool thing that we're learning about.
That's what, yeah, I brought that up a few times lately. Is just it's interesting, this whole, especially YouTube's been around longer than most things at this point, so internet anyway, and the internet as a whole has sort of reset itself every 5 years. So even when you start to get a handle on how things work, it all goes to hell and a whole new batch of things shows up and you can't really prepare yourself for what's about to happen next. So
yeah, and we kind of like escaped the like longer form videos from YouTube and everybody started being like, no, it's all about Vine and then TikTok and then, it has to be as short as possible. And now we're all going back to YouTube being really long.
Yeah.
So,
I'm still making my Vine videos.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, you got to still
I don't know what to do with them, but I'm still making them.
You definitely have to make them, and they'll go somewhere eventually.
Yeah.
You just snip them all together and put them on YouTube anyway.
That's fair.
And then you get to just binge.
Well, as we're heading towards movies, I know this is one that I'm just interested in, just for my own sick purposes, because I don't want to do this, but occasionally on the show you will mention going to auditions, and that I guess performance wise, I mean, I know you're still writing a lot of stuff as well, but the auditions for the acting jobs is just fascinating to me. So if you don't want to name specific, projects and or people involved, but are there any special stories from that process?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, everything is a self-tape now, mostly. Like, they hardly ever are like, you should come into my space and come in person. Like, mostly
it's probably better, actually.
It is and it isn't, because you're like, I'm sending a video that I know someone will watch the slate and go, not right, and just immediately not watch it.
Do 18 takes until it's perfect, and then someone's just going to be like, nah, we already know who it is.
12 seconds in, they're like, next.
Yeah, they're like, just not the right chin.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. But I had a self-tape once for a horror movie. I don't know what the movie ended up being, but my character that I had to audition for was a girl who gets killed while giving roadhead. And the thing I had to do for the audition is come up from giving head and then scream and die. So in my slate, I just said, hi, my name is Sydney Heller, and I was born for this role. And I did not get it.
It's awesome.
Well, that's just, what is wrong with them? I mean, born for this role. What the hell?
We also both got an audition for girl who pees on someone in a party and then overdoses and dies.
And that was Babylon.
Yeah, that was Babylon.
Hey, this is big money there. I mean, that's a for real movie. Hold on.
Here's the thing. If you're the girl who pees on the guy and then overdoses in Babylon, let me know what you made. Probably just a normal day rate.
Oh, I'm sure. But the project itself, I mean, that's an epic scale of debauchery there.
Absolutely. It's always fun that you can be a person who just pees on someone and then overdoses in a movie and get paid as much as you would get as a nanny.
Less than you would get to pee on someone and overdose in real life.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Because that pays crazy.
Yeah.
It is a weird world that we live in. So.
It is. It's the weirdest. It's the weirdest one I know about.
Yeah.
Well, I guess anything else as far as industry-wise, what you've seen moving into the podcast version? I mean, was it something that you had a specific, I mean, you said it's morphed a little over the years, but what's kind of the best thing that you found as far as switching into I guess it's a sit-down talk show sometimes.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is just it's fun to have something that feels casual, that feels like it doesn't need to be 100% mapped out ahead of time, especially since we always have 1,000 other things that we're just kind of doing. So it just makes it a little bit easier. And then also, we get to go back to kind of our roots, which is just improv, and do kind of improv games, which is one of those things you kind of can't get paid for in real life. So fitting it into a job is a pretty nice thing.
Yeah, no, it's been fun to be okay, this is a consistent thing we can do while we're doing all the other things that we're doing, that you can't, be oh, here's a clip of this every week. So yeah, that's been fun. And it's just been fun to meet. I have no idea how we had some of the guests we've had, but we've had some really fun guests, and that's been awesome.
And we get to have our friends on, which is just it's fun.
Yeah. And the audience on the Patreon and everything is really cool and wonderful.
Yeah, you've got an amazing fan base. As I was telling you earlier, I was watching the one from earlier today, and the story that they wrote, not just for you, but about you, that was amazing writing. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. One of our patrons wrote us a very long fan fiction about us, and also gave us a warning ahead of time of hey, just so you know, this is such an uncomfortable fan fiction. It's uncomfortable on purpose. If you don't want to read it to your audience, that is so fine. And I was the fact that you did this is not only so funny, but also so kind that you gave us a warning of Hey, if this is something you don't even love, that's all good.
He wrote us a letter and ended it with, "I mean you no harm, love, Krista." And I was like, that's my email sign off from now on.
Yeah, so it was just kind of one of those things where you're like, oh, it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Like somebody who's like sick and twisted in the same way as us, but also like is nice.
Yeah,
I was
and
like, great.
Yeah,
Is self-aware.
Yeah, we write each other fan fictions all the time, and we've written fan fictions for like people we knew in our lives who didn't expect or want a really long.
It's an uncomfortable thing to receive.
Yeah, it's like, so we kind of do that as like a bit that we do to each other on like holidays, or like we've done it to other people, maybe potentially against their will, definitely without their knowledge, and then we've read it to them, and we think that's a really insane, fun thing to do.
It's a love letter. It's like such a beautiful love language. To write
I spent so much time thinking about this, and then we've gotten a couple from our people kind of within the same tone and within the same like,
always so flattering.
Funny. Yeah, it's hilarious
and just silly.
Yeah,
it is impressive. That's what I've seen with a lot of fan bases out there. Is there are a lot of super talented people that aren't really doing their own thing, and somehow it's okay to just like latch onto this and be like, well, this is encouraging me to do my thing, so it still kind of works, you know?
And
even like the other thing too is it's like even whatever their creative pursuits are, like outside of this, it's like a place where they get to put their junk brain. Like we like to write things that are just not for anything, that are only to make each other laugh, and it's like where you get to like load off all your junk from your brain, and then you have the energy to do the real stuff.
Yeah, there's some people on that Patreon that have like really cool art pages, and they're just like really cool like artists or writers, and it's just like a fun group of funny, smart weirdos. And I say weirdos as only a positive.
Oh yeah, that's the only people I look for at this point. Is, you know,
I don't want any non-weirdos anywhere near me.
If you're not a weirdo, what are you doing? I mean, you're wasting your life. But
you're staying far away from me is what you're doing.
Yeah, obviously. Well, you did, yeah. You went into the Patreon a little bit. I did. The crossover we had here was once I saw you were also doing movie nights. So that, I mean, again, hanging out, you know, slumber party at your house, watching a movie all night. That's the way to go. So what has it been as far as the movie night approach lately?
It's been so fun.
Yeah, it's been really fun. We basically stream for our Patreon usually once a month a hate watch of something.
Yeah.
So, and like a hate watch to me is one of my most beloved watches.
Yeah,
like,
it's the watch I put the most love into a hate watch.
I agree. Like my favorite movies are some of the worst movies.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it should be. And so we have our patrons will like watch with us, and then in Discord they can just like kind of heckle the movie, and then we all kind of chat together and hang out, and it's just fun.
Yeah, there's something so delightful and special about a movie that's just like so weird and bad in certain ways, or like just wrong in certain ways, and it's such a great thing to bond over. It's so fun.
And they've pitched some really good ones.
They are really good at, because like we've always loved that kind of thing, but the fact that like we've learned about so many more terrifying movies from them.
We watched Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah.
That was called.
I'm familiar with it. I've avoided it so far, but
I think
you should avoid it.
I honestly recommend an avoid on that.
We watched Love on a Leash, which doesn't have any music.
Definitely watch that one,
because I think the director got hit by a bus
before the sound mixing
and couldn't finish it.
Yeah,
so music is expensive, you know. You can't afford everything.
The whole background noise cuts out. So it'll be like exterior shots with like no sound at all, and then like background noise really loud, and then it cuts out. It's awesome.
And it is about a woman falling in love with her dog, but you know.
They have a sexual relationship, and he's a golden retriever that turns into a man.
Yeah, and then when he's a man, he has a different voice than when he's the dog.
We know the guy who voiced the dog, and when he turns into a man, he's a different actor with a different voice.
He didn't book that part.
No, he just booked dog voice part, and that is also just awesome. A wild, like, why would you do it that way?
That's like my dream is to like have an in memoriam that is only the worst performances in the worst things. Like I would love that.
We also, one of the movies we watched for movie night was a movie that a famously bad recent movie that we were in and then got cut from, which was the Ice Cube War of the World movie.
I think, I remember you talking about that one. That's another one of those that the approach they took towards making a movie was different than what a lot of people were looking for. And I don't think they were prepared for it. Were you prepared for your your starring roles in there? That didn't quite pan out, I suppose. But
I think we knew. Well, first off, we filmed it at the beginning of the pandemic, and when it came out, we were both shocked because we both thought it was never going to come out.
Yeah, it was filmed like years before.
And I think I either expected or knew that we weren't. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, knowing how life is, we thought that we would be cut, but also I'm so disappointed we were because, again, the goal is to have a bunch of bad performances from bad movies on the resume.
The biggest reason that we're bummed that we were cut is because our scene was supposed to end with them digitally exploding our heads, and I would love to have that footage, but maybe just another time.
And they asked us, they were like, hey, do you guys have a leaf blower you could use at your house to like make...
Do I? Hold on.
And we were like, aren't you Universal Studios? So that was awesome.
Again, I can't afford everything. Leaf blowers are pricey, man. I mean,
we had another person in the room with a leaf blower waiting for a cue, like not someone who was working on the movie. Like my boyfriend at the time was just there on his phone holding a leaf blower, and then when it hit a certain line, he would just blow us in the face with a leaf blower.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It was.
That's epic if it's an indie film, but
Absolutely.
For what this was, that's kind of a really sad story for them. I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. It kind of ended up exactly how it should have.
No notes.
That's the thing. I've seen a lot of ridiculous movies over the years. And just when I think, that's when I know it's bad, because I at least, even if I haven't watched them, I at least know about them. I saw them on the video shelf back in the day. Like I know of them at least by reputation usually. So when I hear people talk about one and I'm like, wait, what the hell is this? The fact that you're still unearthing like the weirdest stuff that is out there, that's I think that's what keeps me going at this point, is like knowing there's more weird movies just waiting for us to dig into.
Absolutely. There'll always be a new one too.
They keep making them, which kind of leads us to our focus today. So I'll usually read the specifics here and then we can launch into it. So our unsung cinema feature is Christian Mingle. The year is 2014. The director is Corbin Bernsen, which we'll have to get back to. And the plot, according to IMDb, a marketing executive tries to find Mr. Right on a Christian dating website. When impressing her dream guy ends in disaster, Gwyneth gets in touch with her spiritual side. So, spoiler alert, we're going to ruin the hell out of this. I assume you've already watched it before you come to this, but if not, hey, fair warning. Also, and I don't want to speak for you too, but extra little like religious tone alert, because I'm guessing we're probably not too far off on how we feel about the religious aspects of this, but I'm gonna have some aspects where I just in life in general now, I'm not anti-religion. I just have a lot of questions, and usually me asking people questions about their religious practices and their goings on makes them uncomfortable. So just fair warning for people listening, if you're going to clutch your pearls, I'm giving you a heads up right now. So.
And the good thing too is it's not even about Christianity, it's about Christian Mingle, the dating site.
Yeah.
Like it's a very different thing.
It's very different.
And it's awesome.
And kind of wrong sometimes, but we can get into that. So I think my first question, usually with any of these specific ones, I will ask the guest, and even more so this time, why this movie?
Totally. Yeah.
Hey, should be obvious.
I guess
yes, kind of. But at the same time, how ironic is it versus how much do you kind of for real love it?
Well, I for real love it. In a way that I recognize it's a bad movie, but I have genuine love toward it in the way that I feel about so many things.
I can't count the amount of times I've watched this movie.
I've watched this movie probably more than any movie.
Yeah.
I've watched this movie so many times.
Yeah. It just was like, we found it probably in, 2018, 2017 or something.
Yeah.
And our first thought was like, wait, is this a movie called Christian Mingle? What?
And then we were like, is this an ad for Christian Mingle that's 2 hours long? And the answer was yeah.
And yes.
And we were like, wait, is that starring Gretchen from Mean Girls?
And the
it was
answer
like,
is yes.
So we were like,
yes,
okay, Yeah, we got it. We got to watch this.
And it's excellent. It's everything you want it to be. It is, there's pretty much like the things you want out of like a movie about dating are you want to see things go wrong. You want to see like, all the weird dates you have
all
before
the different guys
meet
before you,
Mr. Right. And in this one, she just meets Mr. Right away. Everything's fine. It's awesome.
Yeah, there's it's just perfect. Yeah, we've forced so many people to watch this movie with us, and then so we've watched it over and over again. And it just also another thing that's really important about it that I think is really, really good that we don't see enough is it has between 19 and 34 endings.
Yeah.
It ends like 500 times.
It really does just kind of continue when you're like, okay, now no, here we go. So yeah.
The whole last like third of the movie is like, oh, is this? Oh, wow, okay.
The movie's a prank. It feels like a prank.
Yeah,
and I love it. It's a genuinely good prank.
Yeah, and there's some really good quotes from it. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to go through it like kind of beat by beat, or if you want us to tell us.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I definitely was. I kind of tried to. Again, I've watched it multiple times now, so thank you, because I was familiar with it mostly from you talking about it in the past on the show, but now digging into it, I'm like, well, I'm not going into this half-ass. Like, I'm all in. So again, I was up in like 3 this morning watching it again, just one more final preparation
to watch it.
Yeah, that's a great time.
because my brain's not quite right at that point anyway. So I'm like, this is all starting to make sense now. Hold on.
This is perfect. Yeah.
Probably when it was written.
Yeah. Also, when there was a year or so where we couldn't find it anywhere, it was like on some streaming platform, and then it got taken down. And then we really wanted to show someone, but we couldn't find it. And so we found this website called Pure Flix.
Yeah, it's
I'm familiar with them. Yeah.
And we were like, oh, okay, we'll get a free trial of Pure Flix, and then we'll watch Christian Mingle, and then we'll cancel it.
Well, actually, Olivia was like, you should get a free trial, and then we can watch it, and then you can cancel it. And she was like, it'll be so easy. I was like, great. So we made an account called Pure Syd. And then they wouldn't let me cancel my account for months. And I was just paying for Pure Flix for months.
Because you needed to be saved, obviously.
You needed to be pure.
And they would and then once I finally did get to cancel it.
Call Roku and be like, cut the card.
Once I finally got to cancel it, I got emails that were like, Pure Syd, please come back. We have so many Pure films for you to watch. And like Julia and Julia. And I was like, what?
Yeah. But she got so many begging emails being like, Pure Syd, please return. And that was awesome. We love that.
I mean, in a way, I can almost see you like, and I'm watching it today. Because I'm like, if for no other reason, just I feel like endless material would be delivered to you. Like, oh, look, they uploaded a new one. Oh, God, we're going to have to watch this, aren't we? So
Yeah, it really is. If we ever get a free PureFlix subscription, we're going to have so many more things to talk about.
For life.
For life.
I mean, if you give them enough plugs, maybe they'll just be like, okay, I mean, you're kind of being mean about it, but at the same time, we don't get a lot of promotion, so okay.
All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, they can make a whole ad campaign that's like, even sinners love it.
These people are all going to hell, and they love this movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my point, more or less, was I made many notes as I went through, kind of in the order of this movie happening in front of us, but we can feel free to jump around, and so you don't forget something really important you want to say, feel free to throw it out there whenever. But I guess, we all have stories to tell. Do you like her very serious voiceover that guides us through this tale?
The monologue about driftwood.
So that's the part that every time I watched it, when she said, help me find my driftwood, I laughed out loud. I didn't plan on it, but even 3:30 this morning when she said it, I was like, oh, sorry. So help me find my driftwood is just...
God can come to you even as a piece of driftwood. And you're like, what?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It starts with a very serious voiceover about driftwood.
Yeah, she's a star.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, as much as I will have issues with the movie as a whole, watching it again, I'm like, Lacey is doing her best, damn it.
No, she's a star. It's kind of undeniable. Yeah. I mean, she's become a Hallmark sweetheart. Yeah. And in a deserving way.
Absolutely.
Like, she is a Hallmark sweetheart.
But she's, I mean, again, she's been in real movies. No offense to these movies, but she's been in real movies. So like you're watching her and you see up against some of the other, which granted, there are some pretty impressive actors in this, surprisingly, but you look at some of the other people that are just kind of there and this is the level of movie they've always done. And then they cut to her for a close up and you're like, no, look, she's knocking it out of the park. Like she knows what she's doing. She's been doing it since she was a kid. Like,
she's best.
She's giving it her all and you can tell, and she's doing a good job.
Yeah.
And selling what is some pretty bad dialogue, because there are moments when I'm like, oh, this poor woman, like I don't know how you made it this far in life, really, if this is what's coming out of your mouth all day long. I really, how do you dress yourself, which is also questionable later, but I don't know, it's some weird dialogue that they throw in the middle of this, but she does what she can.
Could have been so much worse.
So you get your dream. You get one bad date. And it is, I mean, I am watching this going, yeah, this stinky cheese comment, this is, you're already down the wrong road, man. What are you doing? Like, I guess we've been in that spot before.
Yeah, he's like just like a caricature of like, I'm a business guy who doesn't like God, and therefore I'm gonna say some I'm gonna look at other girls in the bar, and I think he stops listening to her, and so she starts saying just stuff to make him remember that they're on a date, and then he's like, oh, that's my friend from high school, but then he hugs, if my memory serves me correctly, a much younger looking girl.
Yeah,
so that's good.
Well, she even calls it out that the one that's half his age that he went to school with.
Yeah. So not one bad date.
And what is wrong with this guy? Like, again, you're sitting across from Lacey and you're looking at other random women. Like, come on, man, get it together. So yeah, this guy's an idiot anyway, but
this guy is not the guy you date, Lacey.
No, you should have already been out of there by that point. Jeez. So she doesn't want to be the last one standing.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing.
The terminology you throw around with your friends. You don't want to be the last one standing.
That's how women talk.
Obviously.
All your friends get married and you go like, oh, I'm behind because I have to be married because that's the rule.
Now, I'm also going to focus, this is notorious on any time I'm on a show. Sometimes my other co-hosts are like, really? This is what you're focusing on? So I will ask many stupid questions about just life in this universe where this movie takes place. So my next thing is riding your bike to work. You guys do that all the time, right? Just always riding, show up to work just sweaty and gross and just be like, ready to start my day. Like, I feel like that only happens in movies.
Yeah, it's the bike riding thing is not a convenient way to travel when you have a bunch of stuff, and people bring stuff to work.
She has boots, for God's sake. Because I'm like, is she riding in those? Like, no, they're in the basket. They're in the old lady basket up front. She keeps her boots
she has
there.
Boots, and then she wears some sort of crochet hat sometimes.
Yeah.
What is that?
A lot of times, by the way.
Yeah.
I have a note that's like, she is rocking that hat every day. Like, she loves those hats.
A costume designer from Hannah Montana, and they were like, do your thing, queen. And yeah, I love it.
It's a look, and she is in on it.
She looks great. I mean, the thing about it is the more I think about it, this movie could have been so bad without her. And she really does so much for this movie. They needed her so badly.
There are moments when I'm looking at it going, all right, this is not badly done. And then sometimes I'm just a lot of times looking at the set and I'm like, you guys put a couple of minutes of work into putting this room together. So it does have furniture, but it feels so artificial, which I mean, it kind of is. But in bigger movies, somehow that goes away. Where in these, I'm just like, why is that corkboard behind you not have anything on it?
And sometimes there's just no ideas at the office.
Well, in that office, I believe it, because that is...
And that's the whole subplot.
I mean, thank goodness Stephen Tobolowsky's there, because I do love that guy, but
yeah,
I don't know how much he's going to save this office, because...
No, I just hope he had a fun time on the day.
I hope he made some good money.
Yeah.
He's logged in his time, man. He has done a lot of movies over the years. So
yeah.
When he showed up, I was like, of course Steven's here. Of course. So we also get our commercial. So it pauses long enough to throw the commercial right at you.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming a decent amount of money was thrown at him just they have the name and they're running commercials.
Yeah, do we know if the Christian Mingle produced the movie? Because it feels like they did, but did they?
It feels like they must have had some hand in it.
I mean, yeah, legally they had to.
But the thing I do love about it is like, not very often do you get an inciting incident that is just a commercial. And that's actually awesome.
Yeah, just a real commercial.
And a commercial, and then it's like, well, I should do that. And it's like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, like, how amazing would it be if there was a movie, like a Hallmark style movie called Skyrizi, and the inciting incident was a Skyrizi commercial?
And they were like, yeah, probably.
We were like, wait, I do need Skyrizi. And then, yeah, that's so good. Like,
do they make Skyrizi for dummies? Because that's your next step, is you got to go out and get the book so you can learn all about your Skyrizi. And
yeah.
Yes.
What is so crazy too is like the inciting incident is that she keeps seeing these Christian Mingle commercials. That's like,
yeah. And then she signs up, even though she's this part is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Especially because didn't grow up Christian, so I don't know how this is an issue. She is technically Christian, but not Christian enough,
not like super Christian.
So it's apparently like very bad that she would sign up and pretend she's Christian or more Christian, which to me, I'm like, this is nothing. There's no conflict here.
The movie could have just been her going on eHarmony and being like, this is fine. Or like, yeah, it's not like, oh, I'm not Christian and I'm pretending to be Christian, because they wouldn't do that. No. They're like, we can't have her not be Christian. It's like, she is Christian, but she's just not a type of Christian that goes to church on Sundays.
Which is like,
and they're like,
a non-issue.
That's very different.
This is a non-issue.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one, because I sat there the whole time going, but she just said she's baptized, for God's sakes. For God's sakes, it's right there. And like, she's welcomed into the church. From that point on, the rest of you people need to stop. Like,
yeah, it's just a non-issue. In the same way that like nobody wants this is kind of a non-issue. Like I grew up Jewish, and like we went to a Reform temple, and like our cantor was like married to a woman who was not Jewish, and everyone was like, great, cool,
and
love
they
that.
Stoned him immediately.
Like, just so like funny. It's just, these are things that are non-issues, but are like being made to seem like no one could possibly accept this. Yeah. It's like, people are fine.
I'm watching Big Love right now for some reason, which is crazy because it came out so long ago, but there's like this whole kind of like forced storyline where it's like, oh, the non-polygamist Mormons are like always trying to find out who's a polygamist and like expose them. And I'm like, I don't think that's how it happens. I think they're like, oh yeah, don't really want to be associated with that, but I'm not going to like go out of my way to, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
She does use the line, I believe in God and stuff, is my go-to quote. I mean, that's all you need. I believe in God and stuff.
And then her coworker is like, oh, not good enough.
But wouldn't give her the secret that she is also into God and stuff. We have to save that for a big reveal later. Shh.
Yeah, because it's a huge deal.
I'm also kind of like, wouldn't it be like a plus that she was like not super Christian, and then the guy that she got with was super Christian and kind of converted her to be more Christian? Like, wouldn't that be kind of a win for him? Because people like converting people.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, not to generalize, but people who are like really into religion love to tell you that they're really into religion, and they really want to swing you over their way into whatever it is that they're preaching to you about. So
I mean, she would have been the perfect person for
recruit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's already Christian. She's just like, I just haven't spent that much time thinking about it.
No, it would be perfect.
Okay, there's very little conflict.
It's a non-issue. There's no conflict.
Which is funny that we're like well into the movie before we even hit that part. Like, she just sort of glosses over it and does a lot of bad. I'm just, after a while, I'm like, just stop praying. Stop praying out loud, for God's sakes.
Yeah, this is a movie that I believe had no notes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe that anyone ever gave this movie any notes, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and the reason it's like Christian Mingle has to be involved, not only because it's the title and the, it's the plot, but it's like...
It's a level of cluelessness.
She could have just gone on eHarmony.
Yeah.
She could have just gone on Match.com or any...
She could have literally gone on Christian Mingle and just ended up with somebody who's a little less Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who likes God but not stuff.
Yeah. She exactly.
So yeah, we cut back. We have also got our J. Peterman's magic pill side plot that I guess we don't even have to go too far down that road, because what did we just need to fill time to make sure it was feature length? Because we don't even finish that storyline.
Yeah. It's interesting because it's like they're trying to map it, I feel like. They're trying to map it into a metaphor. The idea of like, oh, this guy, like the boss is bald and he wants to believe in this blue pill that makes your hair grow. And but that's not real.
That's not real. But what you should have faith in is this other thing over here that might seem not real to you too.
Yeah, and it like they try to kind of be like, see, as like, and I just don't think it ever makes any sense.
No, I've seen that movie so many times and it doesn't make any sense. There's just nothing.
Yeah, it's so weird that they bothered to cram that in there. I guess just because they're like, well, we booked these actors and they're here, so let's give them a scene.
He's a delight.
He's funny. Great. Yeah, he's funny.
I think they were literally just like, I don't know, well, she goes to work, so what should she be doing there?
I think that's as much as they thought about it, based on, again, just building the set. Like, I don't know, like ships and boats and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of that, which, by the way, we don't know where this takes place in the fictional world. I don't think they ever really say. It's semi-cold because she's always wearing layers.
Yes.
But if it's where they shot it, it's completely landlocked. So why Stephen Tobolowsky went with a boat theme, I don't know. It's dead in the middle of the state.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think they just found the hat and they were like, that's kind of silly.
That looks good. Go for it. Get your captain's wheel and put it on the wall. It'll be great.
Yeah. Maybe he's just pining for the sea.
Well, that's his problem. He's landlocked.
You never
damn it.
Person pine for the sea.
Yeah, like Owl City. Do you remember Owl City?
I do, but I don't remember that they were landlocked and pining for the sea.
It's one guy. The band is one guy from
right.
Owl City, and he famously, maybe not famously, maybe this is just something I know. When he got famous, he was literally like, the only thing I want is to see the sea. I have not seen the sea.
Oh, wow.
Because he was from a landlocked place and had never seen the ocean.
I hope he got to see it.
I think he did.
Okay, good.
Maybe it is just a weird musician thing, too. Because I do remember having friends, then they were in a band, and then after a while we realized your album has 10 tracks. 3 of them have, like, seafaring themes. You guys might need to dig into that a little bit, because something's going on there. Like,
musicians love the sea.
Yeah,
they yearn for the sea.
Well, it's because of sea shanties, which they're all inspired by famously.
Soul music comes from sea shanties, and that's
definitely
true.
That's where it all started.
It originated in the sea.
Yeah, every Chapel Roan song is basically a sea shanty.
That sounds about right, actually. I can see that.
If Chapel Roan had an album of sea shanties, I actually think it would do well.
I'm sure.
I mean, she can get the job done, so that certainly includes some sea shanty action.
It would be good.
So we get the Bible study, which this is another weird thing that has crossed over into my life, and as I've mentioned, my take on it, I now like literally have to bite my tongue because I've been lately in a room with 2 people who are surprisingly, this is maybe the most impressive part because they are different religions, but they have found out the other is also equally religious. And like they got super excited. So now they will cross over in this room and have like this weird little exchange of like recommending godly movies to each other and like breaking down this passage. And I was just like, oh, this is just Bible study that I didn't sign up for.
That's kind of healthy, though. I like the idea that they're being like, "Oh, we both have the same kind of vibe, which is we're both into this."
Yeah, we have the same passion.
It's just different things, and they're both like, "Oh my god, how fun! That's cute. That's like how we could solve wars."
Yeah, we should solve wars that way because that's way better than them being like, "Oh, I don't like you because you don't look at it the right way."
Yeah.
That is how religion should operate and isn't. Instead, we just murder people.
As a thing that if people use it to make themselves better for other people.
Yeah, whatever.
Have we talked about the first date yet?
No, the coffee shop.
Yeah,
with the
huge.
Well, we mentioned her praying, so once again, stop praying out loud.
Yeah, she prays over coffee.
Yeah.
goes on a date with this guy. It's pretty much fine.
It's her first Christian mingle date. And what we can't get over in this scene is like, she meets this guy and in your head, you're like, okay, she's probably going to meet with a couple of guys and we'll do like a silly, funny, like where she's meeting with different guys who are really into religion and for non-offensive reasons, like it won't work out. And then she'll find the guy. And the date is so awkward and uncomfortable that you think that that's what's happening until you realize, no, this is actually the only guy she dates for the entire movie. This is the guy. It doesn't, like, there's no chemistry and it's just like really uncomfortable. And she like fake prays over, or she says grace over like coffee or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, you're so devout. And she's just like trying really hard. But then he tells the story of how he became Christian, which is that his father was a drifter. And then, his last name is Wood. The character's name is Paul Wood, classic Paul Wood. And he goes, my dad was a drifter and he.
So close to being Paul Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh, really? Really, it is. Yeah. Which is different.
That's Doc Hollywood. It's a whole different movie.
And he's like, my dad found Jesus in a piece of driftwood and his last name is Wood. So he became a preacher. And, which is the whole driftwood thing. But at a certain point, he says something casually, and she clocks it as weird. And the thing he says is, Papa warned me it would be my undoing.
It's awesome.
And one of our patrons, after we did a Christian Mingle movie night, sent us mugs that said, Papa warned me it would be my undoing.
Which is what adult men say often.
Yeah, and it's
certainly
what you should have. Yeah.
Always going on about Papa, I am.
Papa and how he warned about the undoing, and yeah.
Well, so... Again, that's one of those that watching, I'm like, once again, you're already like kind of off in your presentation of the plot as a whole, but specifically this guy like makes no sense. Because again, trying to be a musician is a weird choice unless he specifically was like, oh, me and my Jesus band and like making it Christian rock. But when he describes it, he throws up the devil horns. And I'm like, okay, people who are super devout like you don't like that. Like, those are the kind of people they make fun of and are like trying to get like fired from their job because they're evil. It's, yeah.
It is definitely not within the character.
Also, it cringes her out. Like, he's like, yeah, rock and roll. And she's like, uh-oh, yikes. And so that's what always makes me think like, oh, this is like the silly bad date with a sweet guy who like, it just isn't right for her. And then we'll see a couple more guys. But she's like, just no, immediately, like first option, let's fucking go.
Yeah, she's totally creeped out and yet, let's do this. All right. Yeah. I am all in.
She goes home and is kind of like, probably not. And then decides to call or something.
She probably like sees another Christian Mingle commercial or something.
I'm kind of like, there are more guys on there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no, you get one shot. That's it.
One date.
She's like, well, I guess I don't want to be alone.
And I'm like, was that a note that it was like, well, we can't show that any man who uses Christian Mingle is undateable or wouldn't want to be dated. You think there was
because there were no notes.
This is a commercial. I mean, we can't do this wrong. Like, obviously, everyone is perfect for you.
Yeah, this was written once and no one ever reread it. Like how
never.
Writing an essay in college. Yeah.
Well, she also, it was around this time we get our first glimpse of her Christian bike fixer. Which eventually I'm like, how many times a day do you mess up your bike? Like, she is there a little too much.
Bike up every day.
Yeah. When you're always driving your bike to work and you're like constantly wearing your boots, like you're gonna fuck up your bike.
Well, yeah. And also when you're kind of Christian, but not that Christian, you're always gonna fuck up your bike. That's how it goes.
That's because you're evil. And like, God knows it. And he's like, no bike for you.
God knows it because he wants you to take that broken bike to the Christian bike fixer, you know?
And he's gonna lead you down the right path because he's got that cross gleaming. I don't know why she didn't just hook up with Corbin anyway. I mean, he's a little older, but that doesn't really seem to stop people. I mean,
he was kind of a zaddy, right? I can't remember.
He's all right at that point. Yeah.
Okay, iconic.
I mean, obviously, you put yourself in the movie, you're going to give yourself the dreamy bike fixer.
Is that the director?
Oh, yeah, that's Corbin Bernsen.
Oh, my God. I didn't know
that director.
Thank you for teaching us that.
That is, yeah, he is, I mean, he's an actor in his own right and pretty famous, actually, but even more so, writer and director. So when I have story issues, I'm also blaming Corbin.
Wow. He's the writer and director?
Yes.
Incredible.
What else is he in?
I mean, he was LA Law for years. Like, he was old school.
Wow.
Like, he laid into that. And then he did one-off movies. He's like Major League. He's one of the guys in The Dentist, I think was him, which I've heard is actually not bad as horror movies go. So he's in a ton of stuff.
South by Southwest. Awesome. That's so fun. Wow. You just taught us something about one of our favorite movies. That's awesome.
So it's interesting seeing that his name popped up at the beginning there. And then once I'm like, of course, he's got to work himself in. You know, he's a recognized, he's one of their bigger names, truthfully. So yeah, that was a weird little place to sandwich himself. But, you know, he got it in there.
That makes sense, too, as to like that whole storyline being there.
Damn.
That's interesting. Okay. Immediately love it.
So we also in the mix there we get not just the driftwood but the mice running through the maze story, which was his finding his lord, and it's again that subtle like this is what it's really about, man. You know, we're all distracted by the cheese. It gets real deep at this point. It's you know, but really it's no matter which side you go down in this path, you still get to the cheese, man. It was real deep and
a lot of metaphors in this movie.
Yeah. Maybe too many, and they cross over and don't match up, and
that's what's about it, right? That's what we like. We need more.
So a few more metaphors. That's what we need. I do like all the fake stores that they go to. Once again, I'm way more distracted as they're standing in front of the hair cutters. I can't listen to your dumb story right now. I'm looking at the hair cutters behind you.
The hair cutters.
So the when they finally go to Steak and Cake, which could be a restaurant in the movie, which I do think should be real. The place setting, like what is on the table, are big things of cake as
like
well as
air cakes,
big things of steak. At the same time.
They're served at the same time. It's like several platters of like 10 steaks across the table, and then like
no sides.
That's what I was going to say. No side dishes is what killed me. And no water. Sides. Everyone gets water. It's like prison, steak. But with fancy cake and steaks.
Yeah. And just bowl cakes.
Yeah, just a round of waters, steaks, and cakes for the table.
Imagine going anywhere and ordering that. Just round of waters, steaks, and cakes.
I would do it. I like the way I want this to be real so badly. Like, I want this restaurant to be real, and I want them to not give you the option of having things come in a normal order.
Yeah,
like
they
being
all
like,
at once.
Sorry, this is how we do it. Everything comes at once.
Dad even said, he's like, I don't know which one to have first. Like, it's overwhelming for him. Like, chocolate steak. I don't know. How do I do this? Like,
Papa warns himself it will be his undoing.
Well, it's also just a great thing to know that this writer has never been to a restaurant.
See, that's the thing. This was maybe the most specific part in the movie that I was like, if you took this idea and put it in a different movie, this would be genius. Like, this is the funniest idea in the movie. Yeah. And like, it's so absurd that like, if you put it in the right comedy, people would be quoting this night and day. Like, you and your friends would be like, dude, let's go get some steak and cake. And like, everybody would laugh because it's hilarious. Except it's in this movie and you're like, what the hell is going on right now?
Handle food in such a funny way in this movie too. Yeah. Like, they're very weird about food. Like, when they go on a date or something.
Oh yeah, he hates sushi.
She takes him to sushi for the first time, but not only does he hate it, he's like never seen it before.
Yeah.
Also, throwback to them being landlocked. So I don't even know if you go there for sushi.
That's how you get your good sushi is when you're landlocked. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But like, he literally they're at sushi and he's like, oh, sushi's the hip new thing, which like, no, 2014, what are you talking
Even
about?
In 2014, it was pretty well established.
What we're not remembering is he woke up from an egg this morning.
That's true.
Is like not a human being. He's someone who woke up from like a freezer and then went on his first date and started existing.
And the tone in that scene where she takes him to a sushi restaurant and she's like, come be cultured with me. And he's like trying to eat it. And he's like, what is this? And he's like trying to eat it and like,
he like stabs it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he chews it for 500 years. And she's like, you can spit it out if you want.
You know what it actually is like? It's like in Marvel movies when they have a superhero come from another planet and they're like, this is the fun and games portion where we see that they're not a human being.
Yeah, like in
Thor is such a fish out of water. Look at him. He doesn't know what a pet store is.
Thor is like, I need a horse. Ha ha ha. And then we see this guy just being like, I don't know what sushi is. I've never seen chopsticks.
Yeah, and it's just this thing where it's like, I feel like the thing they end up saying in the movie, because he's like, sorry, I'm a little bit more of a, what is it, a Philly cheese steak? Not a Philly
steak and cake.
A chili cheese dog.
Philly cheese dog. I was like,
it's a chili cheese dog, I think.
Chili cheese dog. That's what I was like. Philly cheesesteak is good. It was a chili cheese dog.
I don't even believe he's a chili cheese dog type of guy. I believe
spicy.
he's like a white bread with ham and water type.
Say, that's too messy. I think he would mess up his God shirt, and it would not go well. So,
I would mess up his God shirt.
And I feel like the movie is kind of saying like, yeah, forget this like woo woo liberal culture thing of sushi.
Exactly.
For real Americans have a chili cheese dog, and that makes them both happy. And like really weird, like don't do that. And it's just sushi. Like it's just sushi.
The thing that I found the most frightening as we entered that scene, I was just like, oh God, oh God. I say God a lot in this, and I'm using it the wrong way. As the music kicks in, and I'm like, how?
Oh my God.
I was like, are we going to have a gong when we make a bad Asian joke? Like, I was like, how stereotypical are we going with this music? And then it was so loud. Like, it was just overpowering in some of the, like, it was inconsistent for one. Like, when they weren't talking, it was just blaring. And it was like the worst stereotypical music.
It was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
I was like, how bad?
Everyone in this fictional state has never met a person who's not white.
Yeah.
And everyone in the restaurant, I'm pretty sure, was white.
Like,
even the people serving the food might have been like.
It's shocking.
Yeah. And like, just the fact that the undertone is like, she tries to introduce him to her world. And instead of being accepting and open to it, he's like, this is yucky. You should do something worse. And then she's like, I love to do something.
That's so unusual for people who are very devout religious types. They're usually so open-minded and welcoming of other ideas. I mean,
so and then steak and cake is I think we should all probably have a steak and cake party someday.
I mean, I'm all for that. If that needs to be like the next like tie-in for movie night, is like you pick a whole different movie, but then it's nothing but steak and cake all night.
Yeah, and water. I would feel so sick.
Definitely water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can find alternatives as well. You know, we can have
and then
fake steak.
Yeah. His family, who he goes to the steak and cake with, doesn't like her necessarily.
They don't like her, especially his mom.
And she is...
And there's no...
And she is.
You can just sense it. She's got those mom powers that she's just like, no. There's something up with this girl. She's trying to do something to my little boy.
She is like exactly the character that she is. You know, like that character is so well done, I think, weirdly. Like, it's like, okay, you got exactly who that person should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she just like her Christian senses are tingling, and she knows that Gwyneth isn't as Christian as she is saying she is. And, you know, and also...
This is actually a really good thing we haven't mentioned yet. Gwyneth goes by Gwyneth. Mm-hmm. And then when everyone tries to give her a nickname, they don't call her Gwen. They call her Gwenny, which is a name that no one's ever gone by.
Yeah. And she says to Paul in the beginning, he says, is your name Gwyneth or Gwenny? Which no one would guess. And then she says, call me Gwen. I forget what the exact line is, but it's something like, you know, she threatens him.
She threatens him with death, essentially, which was the most charming thing she said the whole movie, I think. I was like, oh, now I like her. Hold on. I like this.
Yeah,
but
she had a little bit of edge.
Then she got boring again.
She goes by Gwyneth, not Gwenny.
And she hates being called Gwenny, the made-up name.
And then his Bible study friends call her Gwenny, and she goes like, yeah, I love being called Gwenny.
And she immediately changes her mind and is like, just kidding, I'm fine with this, call me Gwenny, which is like, don't do that. Don't have the script do that.
And again, we come back to that in our little meetup there at the haircutters, because he specifically says in the oh so subtle theme of the movie, which by the way, we're on like theme number 3 here. But it's the just be you. You know, just be you. Again, the deep messages in this movie. Just be you, man.
And it's like just be you, but all of the things like
that I want you to be.
Out her, he doesn't like, so she changes them, and he doesn't even know. Like, it's like at no point in the movie is she just her.
No.
Well, but again, fast forward to the end, not to jump, but like once we get into the conflict of it, I'm like, okay, but she was like, she's telling you now. She's like, I'm into God and stuff. And I'm not quite as, she's come clean. She's like, I'm not quite as devout as you are, but I'm interested, I want to learn. Why don't you teach me?
Yeah,
No, he's like, no, yeah, you're just being you, but I don't care now because I want things my way. I was like, what? You just told her earlier to be who she is. She's now admitted to you who she is, and you don't like it. You want to throw her out.
Well, then it's kind of like a Grease ending where she very much so Sandy D like turns into kind of more of the guy vibe, and then it's perfect.
She turns into who he wants her to be.
Yeah, she
on
becomes,
her own magically.
Yeah, she becomes more devout, and he's like, see, this is who you are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then her car floats away.
Can we talk about R. Kelly? Because she is my favorite character.
All right.
His camp friend that his mom wants him to end up with his friend from Bible camp.
We don't see it coming when she enters the room, and there's only one other person in there of similar age that's unattached.
Similar age, single girl. And her name is Kelly, but she goes by Kelkels. And there's
again something no one would ever say.
And Kelkels and Gwenny.
That's my favorite sitcom.
Yeah, and there's a point where the mom says to Gwenny, she goes, "Oh, and have you met R. Kelly? Like our Kelly?" But she says, "Oh, have you met R. Kelly?" And then we cut to this like blonde woman being like, "Hi."
She's met R. Kelly, don't you worry.
Yeah, so in my brain, I'm just like, that character's name is R. Kelly.
Yeah.
And equally as horrifying.
Yeah, 100%. Just like that's. But yeah, we love R. Kelly from Christian Mingle, not from.
Yeah, obviously. No shout outs for him.
No shout out to R. Kelly. Shout out to Kelkels.
Yeah, Kelkels, adult woman named Kelkels.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
I don't know if there are any adults in this movie, truthfully. But
good point. That's fair.
We don't have to go back too much to the sales pitch, but I do want to, again, inconsistencies and things that just don't make sense on a screenwriting standpoint, which I'm watching again in the middle of the night this morning, and I'm like, wait, did she just make a bullet reference? Not like, first of all, she doesn't seem like the kind of gal who would be like, bang, bang, doing like finger guns and like pitching the gun sales pitch anyway, really. Because as we said, she's a sushi eating liberal, so obviously she wouldn't be pitching guns.
Girl with bike.
But then even more like not really genuine is she makes a movie. Like she's making a Steve McQueen bullet reference. And I'm like, so wait, this girl that we've met in this movie so far is a big Steve McQueen fan? Like I was just like, no, I think Corbin Bernsen is a big Steve McQueen fan. And he wrote that line because he thinks Steve McQueen is cool. I don't think this girl knows who the hell Steve McQueen is.
No, I don't feel like she would, but maybe she's full of surprises.
She is, but not always the best ones. I want more from her. I want the best from her, but sometimes she just does not have it there for us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So they're going to Mexico. He forgot to tell her. Oops.
Everyone goes to Mexico so late in the movie.
Because they want to build houses.
Yeah. Well, no, they want to fix it.
They want to fix a bell that fell down.
It's not as important as building houses. Not as helpful, in my opinion.
I thought they wanted to build houses. Is that what she does
like
later?
The type of like a construction, like church going to help kind of thing. Sure. But I think the thing that they're reconstructing a church or something.
Yeah, that's not even that great.
We'll get to that in a minute because I have issues with that too. But don't skip over the fact that Dad's company is named Wood Development. What kind of a movie is this? What jokes are you setting up here? Because this is supposed to be quality Christian morals and values, and you're giving me Wood Development. Come on.
I love Wood Development.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these people?
That is so funny. Development goes to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I take issue with in the religion aspect of it is, as we've said, religious people are super open-minded and don't like to, interfight between different types of religions. So they get there and I'm like, that's a Catholic church. These people are definitely Christian. which
Yeah.
are very different. Like I'm not knee deep in religion, but I know there's a big difference between Catholics and Christian and the other 48 different variations of Christianity. And the fact that these people who are very specifically Christian in their Christian church would go on a special mission to help Catholics? I don't think
That's
so.
fair. That's fair. That's a good point. I never even clocked that.
How can you tell that the church is a Catholic church and not a Christian church?
Well, what's sad is that even the one they go to is wrong. Because the one that because I didn't notice until, again, watching it again this morning, the one that they go to earlier, that she's in her fancy outfit and meets the family, has like Jesus on the cross, which is, the rest of, there's a few, I think, because I had to check. I don't specifically, I did know that was a very Christian thing, but yeah, if you have dead Jesus hanging on the cross, that's Catholic. Like that's all kinds of baggage that comes with this dead guy that died for your sins, and you're going to feel bad about it for the rest of your life. Versus you're like Protestant, Presbyterians, all the other people out there. And again, I don't know specifics. Someone I'm sure will argue this, but majority of the rest of them just have like a regular old blank cross up there. And that's how it is. So like, first off, their church is wrong, because that's definitely not a Catholic church, but they have the wrong cross up there. And then definitely, I mean, again, not to specific, but like Mexico, I feel like most of the churches are going to be Catholic.
Yeah, that's a very,
Not to generalize, but.
Do we know if the guy who wrote it is Christian? Because
I would assume he has to be, but
that's even funnier.
I kind of think there's a world where he's not.
Well, that was my thing. I was like, if you're making this religious movie, how do you not know the specifics of your own religion, dude?
Okay, he was reawakened.
Oh, he was reawakened.
So he doesn't know history.
Well, he's kind of like Gwenny.
He's Gwenny.
He's like Gwenny. This was like an autobiographical vibe.
He found the Lord one day fixing bikes, and he was just like, that's it. This is my calling.
Yeah. Yeah, so they go to fix a bell that broke. Is that what it was?
In a store?
Yeah, it's laying on the ground, which that's another weird scene that I'm like, again, no second pass on this screenplay. Because I'm like, so they've been there, we'll say easily a day.
Yeah.
That she wasn't there. I'm thinking several days probably, because she's been ignoring his calls for days.
Yeah, and she shows up.
Yeah, she was being cool. But then then she shows up and they just now have the let's all go stand around the bell and stare at it. Like, isn't that the first thing you do when you get into town? Like, they waited for Gwenny to do that? Like, again, I feel like you needed to hand off the screenplay to somebody else and then be like, whoa, wait, what? Why now do they decide to go stand around the bell and stare at it? Like,
so
the first few days were just like getting to know you games.
Yeah, just improv. We just dip that's off.
That might be true, because look at those people in their weird little bunk that they all sleep together.
Oh my God, Callicels is there, and
Callicels was there.
Callicels is her bunkmate.
They get matching shirts. How adorable is that?
And she shows up in like the wrong outfit, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so embarrassing."
It's so strange. So many of the issues in this film, again, non-issues.
Well, the weird girl, the pregnant one's like, "You're pretty. It's okay." And I was just like, "What? What movie was that out of? It just doesn't fit anything going on."
Yeah,
just like, it's so weird. This movie, it's amazing and weird.
And Callicels is fluent in Spanish, we reveal.
Well,
everyone is except for her, because Gwenny doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Gwenny's just lying to everyone. No, everything falls apart in Mexico. That's when it all.
Well, why would you pack the book? I mean, the dead giveaway Christian for Dummies, Bible for Dummies, like, why would you put it in your, but you really, like, if you're going to pack the Bible, sure, you're going to need that for your Bible studying. But like, why would you bring the dead giveaway book that's going to get you busted by Morgan Fairchild? What the hell?
It is also smart. It's 2014, so you do have access.
There's a Kindle somewhere, right? I mean,
you could look up questions you might have.
Yeah.
She is talking on a smartphone. I mean, it's a dated one, but like, it's not a flip phone. Like, she should be able to Google this shit. Like,
yeah, that's so. Yeah, you got to bring your Christianity for Dummies book to the Christian people you're trying to trick. That'll always go well.
And that's probably when I'm the most just infuriated by that dude and that's my issue with religious people. I'm fine with like the concept of religion. If you want to be, I like spiritual, that's fine. You can find all kinds of good things in spiritual. But like people who are religious, to me, it's ridiculous that they're the most judgy. He is so judgy.
Yeah, Taylor Tomlinson said like the smartest thing, because she was raised really, really religious. She said something in her stand-up special that was like, if you're using it as a tool to make yourself better and to like feel like, this is like a way to lot better for other people and like as a coping mechanism for everything that's crazy, and it's like a thing that helps you and you use it to help others, that's awesome. If you're using it to judge or control or have power over other people, that's fucked. And it's like, I mean, she says it way smarter and funnier than that, but like that's the sentiment. And
that's so many people.
Anything. If you use it to be a good person, great. If you use it as a weapon,
that's not good.
That's the thing. I see a handful of people who are legitimately good people and believe in God and use the things that they learned in the Bible to help people or for the right reasons. And I see a lot of other people that like will preach it and will be very judgy about it. But then I will also see them doing things in their life. I'm like, no, that goes against everything in that book you're always talking about. Like, it's so weird to me. It's
just crazy to get to be that betrayed and angry over finding a Christianity for Dummies book.
Well, and again, almost, and it's almost him looking down on her of like, how dare you want to learn with a book?
How dare you want to learn something you already agree with?
How dare you learn? You are a woman and you keep in your place where you're ignorant and I tell you what you're supposed to believe was a little bit of what I was picking up on, but I might have just been feeding that in.
Listen, it's just Paul Wood.
Yeah, he's like that.
Papa told him it would be his undoing.
The whole Wood family is like that, I swear.
Yeah, the Woods.
So, I don't know. Then he's a jerk and sends her back home, basically. So should I just leave? He's like, yeah, I think you should. I'm like,
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like nice, real nice.
Yeah.
So we're already back at work and she's rocking the hat again. So you never go too long without that hat showing up. Only this one's different because it's got buttons. She's got big buttons on that one.
Single girl buttons.
But she's back at work, and then we cut to, this is again one of my main issues with this movie, which says a lot about me, that this is my main issue with this movie. Of the three of us, who has a giant metal trash can sitting inside their house right now? I'm gonna guess an actual street trash can. I mean, hers is a street trash. Yes. It's the one you put out on the front stoop. Like,
no. That's not a thing.
It's got a lid and everything. Like, it's a street trash can in her kitchen.
No, it's not an indoor trash can.
I was like, what the hell is going on?
Not like a kitchen trash can or like a regular metal trash can.
All of these characters just woke up on Earth. Yeah. None of them have before this movie started.
And even just real world. Like, couldn't the props guy run to Target and like pick up a kitchen trash can? Like, just hang on, guys. Give me like 20 minutes. I'll be right back. This looks ridiculous. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we can't have this inside.
Not in the budget.
I love it so much.
Well, we focused on it because she comes back to get her like God books out of the trash can. So it's not even like a one shot. Like, we see it like 3 different times where she's like making use of this giant metal trash can.
So it's the type of trash can that you don't want to take things out of once you put them in.
No.
Like there's like waste bin type trash cans where it's like, okay, this is all like papers and office materials and
it's
like
recyclable. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. I can, if I throw out my Christian books in a fury and then I want them back, there's nothing gross. I don't have to wash them or anything. But that's not the type of trash can this is.
Yeah, that one is old school. That one is Oscar lives in there and it's covered in slime and he's gonna pop his head out and be like, "You're so stupid." And he's right that like she's just not paying attention. I would seek out Oscar because I feel like he's the guy who's got a plan. Like,
that would be a great spin if the movie ended with her actually like finding Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to get more IP in there.
Yeah.
I'm all for that because I'm always sold on Oscar. I like his attitude. He's got a good outlook on life. Like, I feel like if you're going to worship someone, Oscar the Grouch, that's the way to go. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to overdo it, but anything else you want? I mean, am I the only one that has issues with her purple leggings and her orange coat? Like,
I'm
a dude, and I'm just like, what are you wearing, lady?
like it's very.
It's Disney Channel.
Yeah, it's very like Disney Channel.
It is very Hannah Montana, I'll give you. Yeah.
Disney Channel. And you know what? That's kind of the universe of this movie.
I also
it's
feel
not
like
that good. Hold on a minute. I watch a lot of quality Disney Channel programming, and it is a little above this.
I think this is a universe where Hannah Montana's real.
That's so funny.
and people are fooled by her.
Yeah.
Like, Miley, have you seen Hannah? What's going on?
Yeah.
She's over there with some leggings on. Hold on.
That was on the TV, before, like Hannah Montana singing was on the TV before the Christian Mingle commercial. I'd be like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's also when she comes back and throws her Bible books in the trash and then picks them back up again. That's when I every time start to feel like, oh, we're nearing the end, and that's wrong.
Beginning number 1 of 7.
Mm-hmm. It's just.
Then we think we're going to get to the like, well, okay, she's decided that she doesn't need this doofus, but she wants God in her life. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, again, if we're in this movie, I expect that's kind of where we're going in some way, shape, or form. So I'm like, good, that's her learning a lesson. It's not about this dumbass guy. It's about, finding something spiritual in your life.
The lesson she's learning is I have to be myself by changing myself.
Yes, and that's beautiful.
Even though he said, be yourself. And then he judged her for her being herself. And then she didn't be herself. And that's when she learned how to.
Like, I don't need that guy. I can change myself for me for no reason.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I can listen to these people in this weird storefront church that I'm like, any church in a storefront is shady. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on in there, but that don't look like a church. That looks like it used to be like a TJ Maxx. And now it's a church and something shady's going on in there.
Listen, I'm interested in going to that service. That sounds great.
It does have better music. I'll give you that. And there's only so many times I can watch Lacey clap off beat because that is maybe my favorite moment. Is she's just right there, and everybody else. It'd be different if she was by herself. You could even time it up after the fact, but no, she's with other people, and they're all on the beat. Oh, poor Lacey.
But that character's never heard music.
That's true.
Morning.
She has a metal trash can in her house. Obviously, she doesn't know how to clap.
She's doing her absolute best. She was like an alien that just got to Earth. She's doing so much, and she's
like, people wear purple leggings and big bows on their hands, right? That's how humans are, right?
She hatched from an egg. She watched an episode of Hannah Montana.
Yeah,
and
best.
Yeah.
She's getting it together, man. I think this may be more of an alien story that we're overlooking, which...
Yeah, Paul Wood's definitely an alien.
He does not seem like he belongs on this planet at all.
Yeah.
Of the other many endings along the way, we definitely get Kel shows up, and that is the moment when she grabs his hand. I was like, now she's all religious-y, but I was like, this is the point when I literally said, sometimes God sticks it in and breaks it off, doesn't he? Because this is bullshit. It's like, you can be the most devout Christian, and sometimes shit ain't gonna go your way.
Yeah, for Kel's?
Oh, well, no, for our girl who she's done all of this and changed her life and is pretending like it's for herself, but really she's just kind of trying to get in good with this guy. And then not only is he not going to be with you, but he's with the one girl that you knew was trying to steal him from you anyway. I was like, yeah.
And also he's like so clearly not into Kel's, which is also just bad for everyone. It's like, you can tell he's kind of like, yeah, well, we're together now, I guess. And it's
my mom says I like her, so I guess I do.
So wild.
I don't question mom because she's Morgan Fairchild, so what am I going to do?
I'm doing. Yeah.
So she gets in a fight with God. He makes it rain on her.
Right.
I do like that she's angrily she's giving him jokes and one-liners and stuff. I do like she's ribbing God a little bit. I like that. It's the most character she has, really.
Yeah, she's just when she gets a little bit violent, that's when she shines in this movie.
So the letter from Mexico shows up. And
right.
Your life was changed as well at that point, I'm assuming. With the voiceover for that girl that I'm like, is that even the right accent? I feel like the girl's doing a different accent.
Is tough.
And the thing is, that girl like lives in Carmel and like she has not a lick of Spanish accent.
It is
it's very
tough.
made by white people. Yeah.
And I feel bad for her because that kid, she's doing what she can. Once again, it's not her fault.
Not her fault. Loving it for her. I'd get more roles under your belt. Like,
she didn't even get paid. She's just there for Crafty for the day, and she's all set. She's good. I'm going home now. I got a free sandwich.
Yeah, wild. Yeah. So she gets this whole letter that's like, "Thank you for bringing God to my town."
Yeah, it's not great. It's very much so a person being like, "Thanks so much for being white at me."
Yeah.
God, I really enjoyed when you were white at me. I wish it could happen every day.
And again, why her? I was like, thank you, woman who came by for a day and a half. You saved our village by putting a bell up. Like, I don't know. It was so like 3 things didn't add up in that letter. And I was like, what is...
That little girl bonded way more with Kelkels.
You would think, but she didn't seem to. She loves some Lacey.
Yeah.
She did tackle her when she got there, essentially. She's just like, white girl, come here. I need to hug you. Like,
it's pretty wild. This is the part of the movie where you go like, oh my God.
Well, at that point, you're like, where are we going? Like, I thought I knew where we were going, but...
I thought it was ending. Yeah.
It's like, I assumed she was going to be teaching by the end of it because we laid the groundwork on that. I didn't know we were going back to Mexico, but I guess we laid the groundwork with this little girl too, so we got to make it all come together.
So then she goes back to Mexico to start teaching and is there for like, I assume, a second. Like, it makes it look like she's there doing that for a while.
Well, it's like another, because it's like the next Christmas, right? Because we're at least a year later. So, yeah. And don't worry, she brought her cookie jar. That's the most important thing about this movie, is she brought her cookie jar from home to Mexico.
Right.
It's just important because
it's very important. I was like, you really specifically put that in? Okay, Corbin. I don't know what you're even going for there, but he is tying it all together with that damn cookie jar, man.
It's wild.
Yeah. And it's the next, and then
she's like kind of recreated herself and she has like a new life there.
She's cool now.
A new life that is exactly what her ex would have wanted her to be, and only interacting with people her ex introduced her to.
And then
I'll show him.
And then he's there.
He's there and he's like, you'll never guess, I dumped Kelkels. And it's like, that's not...
Turns out you were right. I'm an idiot. You're like, I've been saying that this whole movie. And you're from space.
And he was just like, just threw out Kelkels. I don't care. And it's like, all right.
He's like, now that you're not yourself even a little bit and kind of just doing exactly what I was doing, I'm interested and I want this.
Yeah.
Well, and they cut to a close-up of the bell, which looks like it's about to fall off. They did the shittiest job I have ever... It is barely up there with a piece of rope. Like, it is the worst. I was like, Dad, Papa, if you will, you need to get back up there. And it just looked terrible. I was like, dude, we've got one job.
They're only experiences with wood. They don't work with mixed metal.
They don't work with
this rope just confounds me. I can't handle it.
They don't do that.
Okay, so this isn't wood.
What am I doing here? This whole trip is just a lie.
Yeah, and then I guess happy ending, I guess.
Well, my favorite shot of the entire ending is, he takes her to a big giant Christmas tree and he either kisses her or proposes to her or does something that's like, I want to be with you because you're not you anymore. And then they
Thank God.
He just cut to a guy working on the tree who just smiles at them and watches them kiss for like 3 seconds.
Way too long.
It's awesome.
I mean, sometimes you just got to creepily watch people make out, and, while you're decorating a Christmas tree. It's part of the holiday festivities,
Yeah. It's one of my favorite holidays.
Well, then we also get our mid-credits scene where Samuel L. Jackson shows up and recruits her to be in the Avengers. Or they do come back with that weird little, like, one more joke, because we're just knocking them out of the park here. We've got one more for you. Just hang in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a really interesting cinematic experience.
Yeah.
It's an experience, all right. So have you because I came across this today, have you read the notes in IMDb? Because there's not many, but there's one that I'm just like, oh, this kind of explains it all.
Oh, what is it? I want to know.
So, if you believe IMDb, which obviously is the top pinnacle of truth and all the facts, Corey Feldman, who was Lacey's spiritual advisor at the time, pleaded with her to not do this movie and do The Lost Tree instead. She ended up doing both. There's so many things in that sentence.
What a layered sentence. Spiritual advisor?
I don't know that he needs to be advising anyone. Like, I've seen enough of Corey over the years to know he don't know what's going on. He's traumatized and I feel bad for him, but at the same time, he's also leaning into some crazy that I don't even know what is going on.
Also, she seems so normal.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't have a spiritual advisor, if I'm being totally honest.
And specifically a guy who travels around with a bunch of girls who he calls his angels doesn't necessarily make you a spiritual advisor, because that is his rock show, by the way, if you haven't seen it.
We love. Yeah,
it's special. He's a special character. So I can only hope that's a lie.
And the other movie is called what?
It says The Lost Tree. So I guess we know what's going on the list now.
We think that the two of them were in The Lost Tree together, because if that's true, I'll be watching that movie immediately.
I think you're going to be watching it anyway. Let's be real.
Oh, it's a horror drama.
Interesting.
And she did both. So she's okay with horror, but still likes the Lord.
And that's beautiful. That's well-rounded. That's everything.
Yeah, I'm all for that, but I don't want to listen to anything Corey has to say.
Did he produce?
I don't know what he did on it.
I don't know if I can't find his involvement in it, but that's even funnier if he wasn't.
Yeah, he just was like, I just prefer this.
Yeah, well, I guess his involvement is that he was her spiritual advisor.
Sure.
And he was like, do this. Okay, well, got to see that next.
Okay, this is really interesting to me. Absolutely. I don't know that he had any part in this movie.
No, I think he's just
her spiritual advisor. And maybe also her manager at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we should try to call him up and see if he's taking new clients.
Do you really want that?
I need to be spiritually advised.
Oh, I'm so worried about you now. I'm concerned. We can find you many other low-level Hollywood people to listen to before Corey. Like Corey's done some weird stuff over the years.
Well, we got
his dancing, the most of which, really. But
love it.
Yeah, there's some really good daytime talk show performances.
Yeah. Or just his epic Dancing with the Stars moments that we got recently. That I was like, oh, you are not gonna make it past the first week. Oh, look who got kicked out first.
One way to see the Mormon Housewives, and that's huge.
So, what have you taken from this fine film? What has your spiritual journey led you to, and what have you learned from the 5 or 6 different messages that this was selling us?
Yeah, I think I've learned the more the merrier, meaning like more messages, the better, more endings, the better.
Yeah.
I think another thing I've learned is if you change yourself, he'll love you.
Yeah.
That is important, obviously.
Yeah, and I also learned that it's actually really deceitful to be kind of Christian, and not super Christian.
Yeah.
And as I said, how dare you try to learn and better yourself? We'll have none of that in this religion.
It's actually such a lose-lose, because it's like, don't you want me to be more Christian? It's just a lose-lose, guys.
She gave him that sales pitch, and it was like pretty good, actually. I'm listening. That's the best part of the screenplay, possibly, is like she lays that out for him. And like, I'm like, okay, yeah, even if I was this jackass, you've got a point. Like, yes, that's a good, nope.
Yeah,
nothing to do with it.
It's such a non-issue, and I love that the movie is built off of things that are just non-issues.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from this movie. I've learned your first option is always the way to go. Never, ever try to expand your options. Never
date again. You get one person.
Date one person, and even if they give you the ick on the first date, that's who you're in love with now. Obviously, like, if you think something's ending, right? It's not. There are 19, 20 more.
It's the Return of the King, and we've got 28 more minutes to wrap up this movie. So yeah.
And then, oh gosh, what else? I mean, I guess that Christian Mingle is a website that connects like-minded Christians who want to find love, and all their commercials use real customers. That's something I learned.
When you can't handle plenty of fish, there's always Christian Mingle.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, and another good message is that everyone around you is super Christian if you look hard enough.
Yes.
That's true. Even if they don't tell you, they might be secret Christians.
Everyone around you is extremely Christian and secret about it, and they're not telling you.
Yeah.
And
Because that's not her style. That is not her style.
Yeah, absolutely. That is not her style.
Wearing a cross? Psh, that is definitely not her style.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then, gosh, is there anything else?
You can't take pills to make your hair.
Oh,
or
yeah.
maybe you can.
Yeah.
I don't know, because we dropped that. We don't know what happened to Jay Peterman. We don't know if Stephen Tobolowsky, he might have a big long mane of hair now. We don't know. We never went back there.
That's for the sequel.
She quit her job, and therefore so did we, the audience. We quit her job as well.
Yeah, but she found a better one in Mexico, I guess is what you do. You leave your job and you go, her evil job where she made real money, and you go be a poor teacher in Mexico. And luckily that town almost fell down, so it doesn't cost much to live there. So.
And they love her for no reason. They love when people come in and kind of are just there.
Yeah.
They love it for no reason at all.
I learned
not that she's the white savior at all. Nope. Not at all.
Yeah.
Really wild.
So many lessons.
It was definitely a journey that I was not prepared for, and yet I'm so glad I went on it.
Yeah, well, it's underrated.
Yeah, it really is.
That's what I was gonna say. How much do you need to sell this to other people? And I know you in particular have sold it to many people, so it's not appreciated on the level, a couple of levels. I feel like that it probably should be.
Yeah, I made a guy watch this on our first date
as a test.
Yeah, as like I kind of thought we were going to turn it on and then not watch the whole thing, but we ended up watching the whole thing. And yeah, you gotta, I was like, if you don't fuck with this, then you're not going to like anything about me.
Yeah, I did that, but it was Peter Jackson's Brain Dead. And the girl pretended to like it. And it was like years later that I talked to her and she was like, oh no, that was a nightmare. I hated that. I was like, oh, no wonder we're not together. I'll be damned. So you got to throw those tests out there and see where they land.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Well, thank you for suggesting this and for going on this religious journey that we've all gone on together.
Yeah, of course. I'm really hoping we get a sequel in the next 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
Lacey's got to come back around. I mean, she's got a lot to do. Like, she's out there knocking these movies out. So, like, she's got to work it into her schedule. But
so many movies. She's working.
She is. I mean, it is a fascinating part of the industry that did not exist. Like, between your Hallmark romance and your Christmas movies, it's like a third of what's being made now that is just employing most of the people out there that aren't real big money people. They're just making a living now, and it's those movies.
God bless them. Like, we love Finding Them for Christmas from the Hallmark Channel. Like, we love the Hallmark Channel in this house.
I feel like it's the same, like, almost like business structure as like soap operas, because soap operas and daytime TV, it's like, they have so much to do. They have so many pages to memorize every day. It's like go, 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 go. But it's just like a specific, slightly different thing than other TV. And it's
just
like,
throwing you in the deep end. It's just like, look, we got to shoot this movie. We got a week and a half. So get to it. And if you do 5 or 6 of these, you're like, okay, I know how to make a movie now. Not necessarily a good one, but I know the steps involved. I know the basic things I need to do. So yeah.
And the thing is, good is subjective, because to me, this is a very good movie. But is it good?
It's enjoyable on a level.
Yeah, like
you got to set your levels. You got to reset your levels every time you watch a movie.
To me, something is good if I like it. So to me, Olive Garden is good. But is it Italian food? No. You know, there are differences in things.
It's no steak and cake, but it's pretty good.
It's no steak and cake.
But next time we go, I'm going to see if I can order steaks and cakes for the table, and then they'll be upset at me because they won't have that.
Let's do a Christian Mingle pop-up restaurant of steak and cake.
Yes.
I would go there like that. I mean.
And you can't order just a little bit. You can't be like, can I have a slice of cake and one steak?
Full cake, steak, and glass of water.
Yeah, don't be ordering a Coke. Don't be looking for a beer. You're not getting any of this.
Yeah.
You enjoy your water and choke down that cake, damn you.
Choke it down. Choke down that dry cake. That's what I always say.
That's, Words to live by. So, what is the best way, if they've not, just had their life changed and they're not even going to watch any more podcasts anymore, but if they want to go find an awesome podcast out there in the world, what is the best way for them to find you?
Well, our podcast is called Syd Olivia Talk Sh. It's wherever you get your podcasts.
Yep.
We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
We have extended episodes on Patreon. And we're at Syd and Olivia on everything.
Yeah, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're at Syd and Olivia, and that has the podcast. And it's a fun vibe if you want to come by and be loud.
Just be yourself. If we've learned anything, just be yourself. Yeah. I feel like you guys are very welcoming of that, and I agree. It is an epic show. There's a lot of things going on. Any given episode could deliver things to you that you are not prepared for, much like this movie. So you guys have put together a really impressive show. And join the Patreon and you can do your movie nights. So there you go.
That's your movie nights approximately once a month.
All right. Well, any final words to send people off on their merry way?
Papa always warned me it would be my undoing.
I knew it was coming. All right. Well, thank you once again. Otherwise, that about does it. Thank you for listening. Do you want to do a freeze frame in audio?
Oh, sure. Freeze frame in the audio.
Everyone knows it's going on. They can hear it. They can hear your stillness.
This episode is a production of Movie Meltdown, produced and edited by the Oddity Studios, with music written and performed by Andrea Davidson. For more on how to sponsor or support the show, email producer@moviemeltdown.com.
Popcorn!